Banana leaves is full of nutrition, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium. Once that break down, it will give your soil and your plant all the nutrition it needs. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling my little grow bags up, my DIY grow bags up. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am T. I am growing in New Orleans, Zone 9B if you're new here. And on today's video, I will be dropping Georgia collards, some mustard greens, and some kale. Oh, and some kohlrabi. And y'all, I will be fixing this bed. Okay, so this bed here, I have grown everything you could think of inside of this bed. Carrots, cucumbers, cantaloupes inside of this bed. Now it's time for my fall crops inside of this bed. So on today's video, I am just going to kind of put some more soil on top and put some perlite in it for drainage and sow those seeds in. It's still hot in zone 9B, and it get a little cool in the evening. Well, it get a little cool in the morning. The evening is probably like in the 70s, maybe 80s at the most. But y'all, it's time for fall. It's time to drop those fall crops. In the middle of this video, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use to cover the seedlings from the sun, because yeah, that sun get really hot. You already pulled all those weeds out of this bed. Now it's time for some soil. I'm using this soil because I'm sowing my seeds. This bed here is only for sow seeds. First, I want to make sure I have no roots inside of this bed. I want to dig deep and make sure we have roots free. I'm gonna add some perlite for drainage. Now I'm gonna add my special ingredients, which is bone meal. Just gonna sprinkle that on top. Little coffee grinds, just a little bit. I'm gonna mix all that together. See, I normally use my own compost that I make, but I'm out of it now, so I went and got me that some more potting soil. We want to make sure some of those chunky sticks, wood, out of your soil, because you want your seeds to germinate and it kind of stops your seeds from germinating. We don't want that to happen. So I'm kind of throwing the wood chips out. I All right, so I got my topsoil, I got my my bone meal, and I got my perlite, and I put some also I put some coffee grinds in it. Coffee grinds is really good for that nitrogen for your fall plants, like your kale, your cabbage, your greens, all, you know. This side I'm going to drop some Georgia collards. See that? And y'all, whatever germinate, what don't, it don't. I'll just grow some more. I'll just drop some more seeds if it don't germinate. Pat that down inside of that soil. Right now I'm just patting down, and I'm gonna put some more soil on top. All right, this is my Georgia collards label. Put that right here on this side so I can know what it is when it starts germinating. Now it's the mustards, the greens, down on the middle row. I'm doing this early, y'all, so that way I'm giving myself some time. If they don't germinate, I'll just go in and drop some more seeds. But guys, let me remind y'all, I do have Georgia collards, I have broccoli, I have cabbage, I have everything growing in my window indoors, and all those is germinating. So if this don't germinate, I always have backup. Always have your backup. Okay, my greens, the kale. I'm gonna put the kale right here so I make a greens label, mustard greens label. All right, this kale is varieties of kale. So we're gonna have a bunch of kale germinating. And guys, whatever I don't want in this bed, when it's starting to get too overwhelming and too crowded in this bed, I can't transplant outside of this bed and put it somewhere else. But right now, I just want to get some seeds in. Just want to get some seeds dropped. Flatten it down like that, so that way them seeds can contact with that soil. Want to make sure them seeds contact with that soil. And now I'm gonna take some more soil and throw it on top. A light layer. Throw some more soil on top. Just a light layer to cover those seeds. Just like I said, guys, if it don't germinate, I got my backup. But we gotta get some down inside of this raised bed now. Cause my raised bed, after I took all my summer crops out, like my cucumbers and cantaloupes and melons and all that, I took all that out, and it's been sitting, this raised bed's been sitting for a while. So I gotta get some down in the dirt, y'all. It was getting on my nerves just seeing an empty bed. So gotta drop some seeds. All right, now that bed is done. We got some mustard, collard greens, and some kale in that bed. And now I have some Kohlrabis here that I want to drop. Let me bring y'all over here. The Kohlrabis be so pretty. I love that purple. Right here, I hope y'all can see, because the lightning, I can't see anything. Right here, this area is pretty much gonna be my cabbage and my broccoli area, and some herbs. But this kohlrabi here is gonna go inside of these bricks. Y'all, it's so windy, but that sun is beaming. This the brick right here. I'm going to put the kohlrabi in. I want to put some more soil inside of here. Here. And yo, I am not going to keep the kohlrabis inside of this one brick. I'll probably just keep one. But for right now, I am just putting them in here, and I'll transplant them around the garden. Putting that kohlrabi. Once I start seeing them sprout up, we're gonna spray them around the garden. And that's the spot for the kohlrabi. These marigold leaves is getting out of hand. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what I have going on over here. Right here is my little creation I got going on. These some storage containers I got from Dollar Tree. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this with some soil, and I'm going to put my my cabbage seedlings in here and my broccoli seedlings in here. We're gonna do one per container. So I'm gonna fill these with soil. Put some grass clippings at the bottom, anything you can think of that will decompose. Fill it up, fill it up. Banana leaves is full of nutrition, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium. Once that break down, it will give your soil and your plant all the nutrition it needs. So what I'm doing is I'm just filling my little grow bags up my DIY grow bags up, and some more grass clippings from my elderberry tree. Yeah, I give my elderberry tree a little a trimming. Never throw your clippings away. All right, guys, look at that. That's what I have at the bottom. Old grass clippings, cuttings from the banana tree I have, cuttings from the elderberry tree I have. I put all that at the bottom. Break down later on for whatever you're planting at the top. All right, y'all, we're gonna see how well these containers hold up. Just like I said, I will be putting in here, my broccoli in here, and my kale inside of these bags. So I want to see how well they hold up. I will be filling all the way. I'm going to get 6 more just like this, and I'm gonna fill it up all the way to the back of this wall. Hi. I'm gonna show y'all what I have germinating so far. Over here, already outside. Okay guys, my seedlings do have its true leaves. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the seedlings some a feed, which is rice water. I don't want to transplant my seedlings inside of the garden just yet. I'm gonna wait until the little storm pass we have, and then I'm going to wait until you see how thin the little legs is. I'm gonna wait until they get a little bit thicker, and then I will transplant. So that rice water should thicken it up a little bit. Those roots should get a little stronger, and then I will transplant everything inside of the garden. It is still hot. It's zone 9B, y'all. So we have to make sure our beds is nice and moist. And I want my seedlings, when my seedlings come up, I don't want them to be scorched by the sun. Because the seedlings, they come up real fast, and sometimes they'll come up so fast so well you don't even notice they up. But I will. I have some little shade for them. These little shades. So when they do come up, y'all, they can already be protected. We still have sun coming through, but we want to make sure they are protected. And I just clip them with these little clips. Every day I'm going to lift this thing up so I can see what's going on under there. I can even water with this net here. I can even water without even taking the cover off this bed. There you have it, guys. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed evening, a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.